Welcome to the Noka News Network. I'm Ricky French, and I'm here with Dan Colley.
Ricky,
Yeah?
I am drunk on seltzer and ready to cry about my ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
So, Caleb, we met in an Aeropostale.
fuck. Of course you did.
We had a beautiful lunch at Sbarro, and then we were supposed to go for a ride in his dad's BMW,
Oh, no, what happened?
and he did not pick me up in front of the Bath and Body Works.
Oh, no.
So I had to drive myself home in my GMC, and he hasn't returned my calls or my TikToks.
He hasn't returned your TikTok.
Do you return TikToks?
I don't know. I thought you're upset about Caleb. I thought all this emotional shit was over Thad. What happened to Thad?
He was just a phase.
What you are drinking seltzer? What flavor do you have?
This is
Right
son of
now.
a peach. It is a peach. It says peach, please. It's
peach, please. Okay.
It is a seltz, spiked seltzer.
The can says Seltz, and it's annoyed me since I saw it.
It is seltz. And then over here on deck, next to my my spray cheese, I still have a can of snack cheese sitting here with me.
Snack cheese.
But next to the snack cheese is a can of frozen lemonade on deck in case the peach cannot come in hot for me here. When I empty that out, basically.
So that's what I'm up against, folks. Here we go.
So let's do this.
Well, Dan, last week we talked about OnlyFans, and they had made a decision that they were going to ban pornographic material on their website, and then it dawned on them that, wait a minute, that's how we make all of our money.
Maybe we should shut the fuck up and keep making millions of dollars.
Yes. OnlyFans says it has suspended a plan to ban...
That was only the worst idea ever.
Right. To ban sexually explicit content following an outcry from its creators and advocates for sex workers.
How are we supposed to spank it if we can't watch OnlyFans?
The subscription site said in a prepared statement Wednesday that the planned ban was, quote, no longer required due to banking partners' assurances that OnlyFans can support all genres of creators and declined to answer further questions. So, in other words, they were like, oh, yeah, I guess that if we don't do that, we don't get any money. So,
Well, you had half of the old rich white guys going, we would like to keep making money. The other half went, we keep liking to spank to OnlyFans. So both groups of rich white folks wanted it to continue.
and that's why everything happens always. OnlyFans.
Either money or spanking.
No, I mean rich white guys.
Oh, I got you. I thought you were talking about either cash or flogging the dolphin.
OnlyFans
Makes the world go round, right?
had said last Thursday that it would ban explicit content starting October 1st, blaming policies of banks and payment processors for that policy. Yeah, okay. And this is the one instance in the history of humankind that banks were worried about being moral for some reason. Like,
You know what? We really need to worry about the kids. Yeah, but we're going to lose about $7 million a year. Fuck them,
I
then.
didn't think about that.
Yeah, what kind of assholes are we to go ahead and go against the First Amendment?
Last week's abrupt change upset the site's creators, many of whom threatened to move to another website. A lot of sex workers joined OnlyFans during the pandemic, when in-person venues shut down or became more dangerous because of COVID-19. Yeah, we know all that. The long and short of this is, like we said, and pretty much everyone who saw that story, well, that's a terrible idea. And then the people that make the money agreed.
So a man kidnapped his ex-wife so he could pretend to save her in a bid to win her back, Ricky.
Wasn't that like a David Spade movie in the early 2000s?
Really bad, yeah. So this comes out of Georgia.
Some weird Joe Dirt follow-up film that we never saw.
It was something that had Jason Segel in it. A Georgia man was...
Zahn.
Yeah, definitely. What was that one movie? The one with Steve Zahn and Jason Biggs and...
Oh, yeah. I know that one. I know that one.
the hell was that? Saving Silverman?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That seems like some zany...
Something about Arby's sandwiches and nachos.
That I don't remember.
I saw it, but that's what I remember. Arby's and nachos. That
I remember
should tell
Jack
you
Black ended up being gay and moving in with Arlie Ermy in the movie.
Oh, yeah. You're
and
right.
a lot of Neil Diamond songs.
Yeah.
So anyway, a Georgia man was recently sentenced to 25 years in prison after he devised a plan to kidnap his ex-wife in a bid to win her back.
Well, I'm sure that went well for him.
Without even knowing anything about this guy, his wife, or their relationship, I know why she got you the fuck out of her life, pal.
Yeah, because you're insane.
Yeah, you're a creeper. The Cherokee County District Attorney's Office in Georgia identified the man as 36-year-old creeper Rodney William Metzer, according to a press release posted to Facebook. Okay, Ricky, you and I worked a little bit in actual legitimate terrestrial radio.
Yeah, if you could say that, sure.
Well, it was terrestrial radio, and we kind of worked there. I mean, I worked mostly stealing sandwiches from people that were getting paid to be talent, and you did some stories. But you did news, I did sports. Mm-hmm. Did you ever put a press release on fucking Facebook?
Well, not then, but that was a long time ago now.
Metzer admitted to 14 charges related to an attack.
We used to get press releases by fax back then.
Yeah.
To give you an idea.
We're old. Metzer admitted to 14 charges related to an attack on his ex-wife that included kidnapping, assaulting, threatening her with a handgun, and leaving her bound with homemade zip tie handcuffs. Wow. His arrest followed a January 1 incident at the home of his ex-wife. Officers with the sheriff's office responded around 2 a.m. Again, nothing ever happens after midnight. What time are we recording this?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably after midnight. The district attorney's office said. So, essentially, I love this here. I got to read this part here. In the days leading up to his attack, he faked a cancer diagnosis to try to get sympathy from
so
this
he's
woman.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Not just kind of crazy.
So it doesn't say the woman's name or much about her except the ex-wife or whatever. But assuming she has a cape hanging out of her vajayjay because it is the most amazing superhero-like vagina on the planet for this guy to go through all of this effort to get back with her because I don't understand.
Or he could just be a psychopath. That's possible.
There's that too. That makes a lot more sense actually. Yeah.
So that's crazy relationship problems, and I guess we got a lot of that in this first segment.
Should we? Are we going to be? Is this the segment where we get all our relationship advice to everybody?
I don't know that we have a lot of that to give.
Well, I've got 18 years in on this one.
Well,
and then I had a practice wife before that.
I mean, I guess I say we. You may have something.
Did you ever meet practice wife?
No, no.
Yeah.
No, you were.
So you're the lucky one.
You were very much with you weren't married yet, but you were very much with your current wife when we met.
So you never met practice wife?
No.
You're the one dude she didn't cheat on me with.
Yeah. Yep, that's me.
Nice.
Let's see. This comes out of Creola, Alabama. Not to be confused with Crayola, Alabama.
I swear, I was going to ask a crayon question, but I was drinking my peach Bellini seltz here.
What a weirdo. A bizarre story unfolding in Creola when a shootout happened Sunday night involving a woman, her husband, and her lover.
Oh, as the French would call it, ménage à trois.
Frank and Tracy Reeves live on Skidmore Road in Creola.
I don't care.
Neighbors said they keep to themselves, just like everybody who gets a news story written about them eventually.
Yeah, it's always. I can't believe it was him. He was so quiet. It's like the song "Mr. Smiley."
Neighbors said they keep to themselves, and things are normally quiet, like Dan just said, until Sunday night when shots rang out. Because of all the weather going on, very specific there, I just assumed it was thunder because it sounded so loud and so close, said Hunter Bennett, next door neighbor to the Reeves.
Hey, I've heard a lot of thunder in my life. Not one of them has sounded like a 9mm being fired off at somebody.
No, it doesn't. Deputies said Frank Reeves got into a gun battle inside the home with a man he thought was an intruder.
Yeah.
But investigators said that man Michael Amaker, is Tracy Reeves' boyfriend.
Well, he was intruding into his nookie is what he was doing. And
Yeah, according to deputies, Tracy was letting Amaker live inside the home for more than a year.
what the hell?
And her husband never had a clue.
Okay, so this guy is a clueless shithead.
How unobservant could you possibly be if your wife is not only boning another guy, but he's living in your house for a year?
Hey, honey. The fuck's that guy in the closet?
Oh, that's just the pool man.
Oh, all right.
Well, but it's 1:30 in the morning, and we don't have a pool.
What state is this from again?
Alabama.
Oh, never mind. All my questions have been answered now. Roll Tide.
So Sunday night, the big secret began to unravel. The story says.
Dun dun dun.
Somehow, my wife and I have lived here for 13 years. Never ever seen anything go on like this," said Kenneth Wilson, who I assume is another neighbor. It doesn't say that, but why else would?
Maybe he lives in the kitchen.
He might. Investigators said both men shot each other. They both had guns. They both shot. What is this?
Gee, I love Alabama. Thank you, South.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, the South.
Frank was hit in the chest.
Ow. Okay.
And Amaker was shot in the leg and elbow. So Frank's not as good of a shot, which might have led to.
Yeah, maybe that's why she wanted to get up ons with the other fella.
Here.
Frank, you don't shoot like the other guy.
We saw them bring out the suspect and also the man that was shot. Well,
they were both shot.
Yeah, that witness didn't really know what was going on.
Obviously, neither did Frank.
Yeah, right. Not at all.
You know what? Who the real victim is here?
Who is that?
What the hell ever her name is?
Tracy.
Because she went from having 2 dongs to no dongs in the house now. What's she going to do now, Ricky, for her sassification needs?
Neck massager. I guess.
There it is. 9-volt batteries.
So Amaker, the guy who the boyfriend who was living in the house, is being charged with attempted murder, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of a firearm with an altered serial number.
What's the other guy charged with?
I don't think anything.
Defending his poontang?
Deputies said Amaker apparently limited his trips to the bathroom to stay hidden because they found bottles full of urine in the room he was staying in.
I tell you what, he must have been a hell of a catch to be able to hide him in the closet, and not only hiding him in the closet, but also hiding him in there with Gatorade jugs full of piss. It's pretty messed up, man.
Yeah, it sure is.
You want to hear about something else messed up?
I guess so.
All right. This comes out of Akron, Ohio, here in the home state of Ohio. You know how you go to a sporting event and you see like the kiss cam and you see and occasionally you see like proposals and stuff like that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, a man paid $5 to send a scoreboard message to his girlfriend at an Akron baseball game.
That sounds sweet.
Yeah, but he did it to break up with her.
Oh, okay.
While the 7th inning scoreboard message is sponsored by Ohio Amish Country.
Wait. Stop right there for 1 second. What, is that some sort of corporation for one thing? Because what are they doing sponsoring? But if it's just the Amish people in Ohio, they're paying for an electronic billboard?
I thought it was the devil, but yeah, evidently the Akron. Well, I don't know what the I don't know what the Akron minor league baseball team is.
I think it's like the Rubber Ducks.
Yeah, it is the Rubber Ducks, as a matter of fact. You're right. So the Rubber Ducks game, the scoreboard messages were sponsored by the Ohio Amish Country.
Yeah, it's all just a ploy to get us to spend our money on summer sausage and cheese.
Overpriced furniture.
Yeah.
The game, it was between the Rubber Ducks and the Harrisburg Senators. It was filled with traditional well wishes, and in particular, one of them stood out.
Yeah.
As chronicled,
not so well wish.
Well, as chronicled by ESPN, a fan named Tim used his fan shout out to send a message that read, "Alyssa, this relationship is over. Tim."
What? I have so many questions. Alyssa, you assume she was at the game, otherwise she wouldn't have gotten the message there.
I would assume, yes. The Rubber Ducks Creative Services Coordinator Jack Hines, which is a big fancy title, confirmed to WKRC out of Cincinnati that the message, which has since gone viral on social media, is real, and that the fan who purchased it paid $5 to do so.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I think so. He was unable, however, to verify the identities of either Tim or Alyssa. He says, "We don't know Tim or Alyssa right now. Fan shoutouts are submitted without us asking for any type of ID, so we don't know who they are. Maybe our fans can help us. Also, they don't proofread the sons of bitches either, because I can assume that what's this guy? Hold on a minute. What's this guy's name again? Hines. Jack Hines. Mm-hmm. Jack Hines may be unemployed at this point for letting this shit go through, because I worked for the minor league team here in Columbus, and I can guarantee you that one Mr. Gentleman that owns the team would not be pleased if us in the production department would have let that shit go on."
Well, I don't know. I mean, to me, why would I care if
maybe
Tim wants to break up with Alyssa on my scoreboard?
Maybe
I got that sweet $5 out of the deal.
I'm thinking maybe Tim found out that Alyssa had some side dick pissing in bottles inside the house.
Living in the house.
Yeah, maybe.
This gives me an idea, though.
Yeah.
We should just take like $50 and put Noka News advertisement on, 10 scoreboards, minor league scoreboards across the great nation.
I am more than happy. If you want to reach out to minor league teams and find out what it would cost to put up some ads, I'll do that. Anyone out there listening, if you have any line on any kind of minor league sporting event
or any other advertising opportunity that costs $5.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to send us $5, we're doing a shout out for you on the show. If you want to tell, this is a shout out from Jim. Jim wants to tell Tina, your ass stinks. Please shower more often. We are more than happy to do those.
By all means.
Yeah, just let us know.
Take that money all day.
You can contact us on the on Twitter at NewsNoka, newsroom at nokanews.com, email or call us at 614-398-0770, and we will be happy to let your significant other, friend, or neighbor know that they suck in no uncertain terms.
Absolutely.
The only thing we're good at is offending, so we're happy to do that for you. Ricky, please go on to the next story while I drink this son of a peach.
Well, a woman was arrested for masturbating with a vibrator on a Georgia beach.
What?
Yeah, it's all true. She told the police she didn't think anyone witnessed her self-pleasure session, quote, because it only took her 20 seconds to orgasm, according to a police report.
All right. Peach seltzer just with my nose.
Mm-hmm. You deserve it.
First of all, bullshit. It didn't take her 20 seconds to come because she's a chick and it takes a lot longer than that.
No, I know. It's like it's 20 seconds after you leave the room. That's how it works.
Well, it takes 20 seconds if they close their eyes and don't have to look at me, maybe. But masturbating on a beach.
Yeah. Tybee Island in Georgia, off of Georgia.
All right.
Responding to a 5:30 p.m. report of a woman, quote, performing a sexual act on the beach, which sounds like a much worse drink than just a sex on the beach, by the way.
Excuse me, can I get a sexual act on the beach,
I'd like to order a performing a sexual act on the beach. It's a much more straightforward and clinical type beverage.
I think that might be the name of this next can I'm about to open here.
Tybee Island cops last month interviewed a witness who said the female suspect placed a towel on the sand and then opened her backpack and removed, quote, what looked like a vibrator.
Guess what? It was.
The woman, the witness told police, began using the apparent vibrator. There's a lot of questions surrounding whether or not this was actually a vibrator.
Right. It could have just been like a neck massager.
Yeah.
It could have been a reciprocating saw.
She began using the apparent vibrator,
possibly a self-heating plug-in ice cream scooper,
to masturbate, adding that, quote, she could hear moaning. And after about 5 minutes, the woman gathered her belongings and departed. So that was the only reason she needed to go to the beach, I guess. Just get that out of the way. The witness, cops noted, recorded the suspect's actions. A review of the video showed the suspect, who was wearing a one-piece green bikini, retrieve an unknown item, this alleged vibrator, I think is what they're talking about,
sure.
from her backpack. Sure. The woman, quote, then spreads her legs apart and puts both of her... Yeah, we know how it works.
Well aware. Yes.
Investigators subsequently located the suspect, Christina Revels Glick.
She's the one with a sand dune up her ass.
34 at a nearby restaurant. Revels Glick, a Georgia resident who lives about 40 miles from Tybee Island, reportedly, quote, admitted to masturbating at the beach with her vibrator.
So it's not allegedly anymore. We know it's a vibrator. Okay.
That she put it between her legs. See, we know how it works.
All right, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So this Glick chick, she got up in the morning, had a nice breakfast possibly, paid some bills online or something, then decided to drive 40 minutes to a beach to get herself off with a vibrator for 20 seconds, hang out on the beach for 5 minutes to get her composure back, and then go to a Denny's?
Something. Here's another thing too. This is great. The vibrator in question. There's so much suspicion around this vibrator.
It's like the magic bullet in the JFK assassination. Great, Oliver Stone's going to do a movie about this pretty soon with the vibrator.
Well, how did this go into the governor and you at the same time? We don't know. It clearly came from the front, but you said it was
came from the back. Perhaps we should get Neil deGrasse Tyson on this thing. In a world where vibrators apparently,
it was a vibrator and not a vibrator at the same time.
Exactly. String theory.
The vibrator in question,
G-string theory. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, exactly. The vibrator in question, which was found in Revels Glick's backpack, was photographed by police for evidentiary purposes. So they needed a photo of it because they still didn't believe it was a...
So somebody watched her get off and videotaped it. That's voyeurism, first of all. Okay, so that person's facing no charges for having a video on their iPhone of this lady just running it to the town.
I mean, I guess I'm one to talk because we are on our podcast talking about what this lady did. But my opinion on the matter is just leave her alone. For an adult saw another adult masturbate because they were not minding their own business.
I guess, over it. Well, worst case scenario, she's getting what, like public lewdness or indecent exposure or something.
At this point, I threw the story, and I know.
But at this, how much time and effort did they put in to see if it was a vibrator? First of all,
exactly. It seems like they were doing like forensics to determine. Like, first of all, do vibrators actually exist ever? Like, let's theoretically prove.
It's going to be like an 80s action movie where the captain's like, "Get in here, Wilson. We sent the vibrator on to forensics to the lab, the boys in the lab, to see if that's the one that matches up or not."
Maybe the vibrator it's just a digital simulation, and there is no such thing as a real vibrator. We don't know.
Perhaps it was just a Coke bottle. Why did they? I don't know, man. Okay, so lady, I'm trying to figure out why she drove 40 minutes to just get off.
Go on the beach, relax. I don't know.
I'm more than happy to do it just on the edge of the bed, man. Just sometimes you just gotta. I mean, I can understand, jerking off at a Burlington Coat Factory. That sounds all right.
Or like the bathroom of a Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, well, or maybe the third aisle of Spirit Halloween. No one knows the difference. Makes sense.
Just that motorized witch with the motion sensor really gets you going, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, now that we got that settled, what's coming up in the second segment, Dan?
Well, allegedly we have some more stories coming up, Ricky. We haven't.
We'll get to the bottom of that.
Haven't had the test sent back from the lab yet, but one about the leopard, one about elephants never forget, the shit you said while you were drunk, and Big Chimpin.
The No Good News Network. The news don't nobody care about.
No Good News Network.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You
know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious flavored popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's good-ass popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your caramel, your
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
white cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
Cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got.
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Popcorn Pop Rocks in
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some. Yeah, we got t-shirts. We got others too. And we got coffee mug. And fanny bags for you. And they're all from No God Knows. NoCadoos.store. Gotta go to NoCadoos.store. NoCadoos.store. Apparel's collectibles and more. NoCadoos.store. Gotta go to NoCadoos.store. NoCadoos.store. You think singing like Hootie is going to help sell some shit, or?
At least it wasn't that wagon wheel song.
Right, yeah. Welcome back. It's the Noka News Network. Big 27th episode of the show. I'm Ricky French. And I'm here with Dan Golly.
Allegedly.
We're going to have to see if the facts check out on that or not.
No, someone took a picture to make sure that they had it for evidence.
Right, exactly.
There was
evidence.
There was going to be a bit I was going to do here. We talked about before the break, but I don't remember what it was now.
Whatever.
So this comes out of our home major city that we're closest to, and that'd be Columbus, Ohio.
Correct. Yeah.
For the first time, a deer has been infected with the COVID-19.
Now the deer have the COVID?
Well, they're anti-maskers, Ricky. The agency.
I've never seen one wearing a mask.
That's my point. The agency has made an announcement Friday that after its National Veterinary Services Laboratories, that is a lot of gobbledygook, they confirmed that the SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, was found in wild white-tailed deer in Ohio. The USDA said samples were collected from deer that tested positive by the Ohio State University College of Veterinary Medicine between January and March 2021 and sent to the agency's lab for confirmation. There were no reports of any deer showing clinical signs of infection. The USDA said yet none of the deer complained that they couldn't smell anymore or maybe they were short of breath.
No.
Anything like that, because they're fucking deer and they're not going to tell you if they show clinical signs of COVID-19.
Well, hopefully they don't have that smell problem. Otherwise, this hunting season's going to be real big for the hunters.
You would think, Ricky. You would think. As of August 27th, 221 non-farmed animals have tested positive for the virus. So deer now have COVID.
Well, then at least they have something in common with their hunters now. Something to hang their hats on, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I got another. This whole segment is really all about animal issues.
Red hats. Go ahead.
I got a story out of Germany.
All right.
German police are investigating a leopard attack
All right.
on a model who suffered severe injuries during a photo shoot. Germany's DPA news agency reported on Thursday.
What happened to models just posing on the front of IROCs and
I don't know.
Trans Ams?
What happened was the 80s ended.
Oh.
The focus is on the 48-year-old owner of the Leopard involved in the attack.
She didn't attack nobody, or he, or whatever.
One of two she keeps, along with other animals, at a compound in the town of Nebra in eastern Germany. The 36-year-old model received injuries on her head during Tuesday's attack and was taken by helicopter to a specialty clinic.
Where they deal with models
Or
leopard attacks.
Maybe it's so specialized they exclusively deal with models who have been attacked by leopards.
Wow.
Who knows?
You think they're not very busy?
And Germans are very, very meticulous in everything they do.
Except invading Russia.
The animal owner was being investigated on suspicion of negligent bodily harm, according to a news organization. A public health officer visited the compound on Wednesday to check whether the animals were adequately kept and if the facility met regulatory standards. The animal handler has owned the leopard since 2019 and worked for 20 years as an animal trainer for circuses and amusement parks. So,
Okay, so
the leopard, I don't know why the leopard attacked.
it is the time on the show where every time I try to do a German accent, I end up doing French.
Or kind of.
Yeah.
Some version of it. It's more French than not.
Well, it's probably more like, I don't know, Moroccan or something, because it's not French or German. Someone just went with some other country
I
name.
know what it is. It's bad. That's what it is. It's a bad accent. Not to make light of somebody getting attacked by a leopard, but
Right.
I feel like every once in a while it's all right to jab at the Germans a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was balanced, the karma yet.
Yeah.
And also, not to mention, there was a lot of models that wore leopard print back in the 80s. Maybe it was just,
The other thing is, I mean, even in modern, if you run into a German, they're usually assholes.
I've never run into an actual German, I don't think.
I have.
Well, there you go. You know what? But if you are a model and you're listening to the show, first of all, why? But second of all, also remember we have fanny packs available for you over at the News.store. You can check those out. I think a fanny pack would just really set off that whole ensemble.
No idea what you're even talking about.
It doesn't
and
matter.
neither do you.
No, it doesn't matter, Ricky. You know what else doesn't matter?
What's that, Dan?
Florida. All right, Ricky. So this comes out of Miami, and this is kind of really go with me. This is a stretch.
All right.
Because this segment's kind of animal themed, so go with me on this one. A Florida man stole candles from a mall store and sprayed dozens of patrons with bear mace repellent before escaping, police said.
Bear mace repellent.
Bear mace repellent.
I think what they mean is bear mace or bear repellent, but that doesn't matter. Move on.
Right. The theft happened Saturday afternoon at a Bath & Body Works store in the mall in the Doral suburb west of Miami.
It's going and stealing candles from Bath & Body.
Yeah, like the stench from there wasn't bad enough to force people away.
Now he's going to mace everybody.
The unidentified suspect entered the store, filled a bag with candles, and then started spraying people with mace. Or it was probably just whatever they had on the display counter.
Right. Essential oils.
Essentially. This is an only in Miami story, Doral police spokesman Ray Valdez told the Miami Herald. You can't make this up. No, you can't, but I don't think that's only a Miami thing. I could see this happening in any other...
steal candles from anywhere with kind of a shitty mall.
Yeah,
probably.
Any douchebag suburban area with a shitty mall and these shitty candles can make up this shitty story. About 35 people were affected. Some were taken to hospitals for treatment, including the store manager, who I'm sure his name was Kim, but officials were not sure how many or whether any had to be admitted. Bear mace is a strong irritant.
They at least had to admit they were in the vicinity of Bath & Body Works.
Exactly.
Punishment enough.
Bear mace is a strong irritant, as well as Bath & Body Works' products, to a person's eyes and respiratory system. A portion of the mall was evacuated after the macing Saturday. The man believed responsible got away in a cab.
Okay, well.
In a cab.
You know what else is a strong irritant?
The show?
Exactly.
Yep.
Let's see. Got some news out of Sri Lanka, I think, for the first time ever on the show. Not a lot that we hear about comes out of there.
Who cares?
Well,
Sri Lankans?
Yeah, pretty much. But, this is the news no one cares about, so here we go.
Oh, we finally lived up to our name.
No, we've been living up to our name.
No, we should have called it the show no one cares about if that was the case.
Touche. Sri Lanka has introduced new animal protection laws that require domestic elephants to have their own biometric identity cards.
As opposed to imported elephants.
Right, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Every time I hear domestic, it's always when I'm at the bar. Imports or domestics.
The thing about this is, I don't know what they mean by biometric identity cards. Like they have to do like a retinal scan or something. I don't know what this is. But those laws, they also ban riders from drinking on the job, meaning drinking while riding the elephants.
A lot of incidents of drunk driving going on over there, Ricky.
Apparently, many Sri Lankans keep elephants as pets and as symbols of wealth. But recently, there has been an increased number of complaints about ill treatment and cruelty of the endangered species.
But no one's complaining about the big giant elephant turds in the middle of the road, huh?
The drunk ride, it's the elephant in the room, Dan. That's the problem.
I've been called that before.
Official records show there are about 200 domesticated elephants in the South Asian nation, with the population in the wild estimated at about 7,500. The new laws will require all owners to have new photo ID cards with a DNA stamp for animals under their care. Baby elephants can no longer be used for work, even in cultural pageants, and they cannot be separated from their mothers. Elephants used to haul logs will be limited to working no more than 4 hours a day, and night work is banned. So I guess that's good. No more.
So elephants are treated better over there in the workforce than we are here in America, huh?
Yeah, well, they probably deserve it. They seem nice enough, the elephants.
You want to hear about someone who seemed nice enough?
Okay, sure.
A Belgian zoo banned a local woman from visiting the park's chimpanzee exhibit due to her affair with one of the primates.
Oh, okay.
She was, like I said, big chimpin and spending G's on this boyfriend monkey of hers. A chimpanzee named Cheetah arrived at the Antwerp Zoo 30 years ago. Over the past 4 years, 80 Timmermans has visited the primate every week, developing a close bond with the animal.
Well, okay then.
She says, I love that animal, and he loves me. I haven't got anything else. Why do they want to take that away?
Else but this chimp at the zoo, that's all she's got?
That's correct. Per Newsweek, she says, we're having an affair, I'll just say.
Only she probably said it in French because she's from Belgium.
Probably. According to the outlet, the affair Timmermans mentioned involved the primate and woman waving and blowing kisses to each other from opposite sides of the glass surrounding the ape's enclosure. The zoo recently expressed concern about the lengthy relationship, claiming it's negatively impacting Cheetah's rapport with the zoo's other chimpanzees.
So it's toxic. It's a toxic relationship, and he needs to move on.
Yeah, the other chimpanzees are like, bro, she's not good for you. She's bad for you. You need to just move on, bro.
No,
Seriously.
This is not.
When Cheetah is constantly busy with visitors, the other monkeys ignore him and don't consider him part of the group. That's just like dating in high school, is what that is. It's like, God, now you spend all your time with Becky, bitch. And it's important that he hangs out with his dudes. He then sits on his own outside of visiting hours, the zoo said. So basically, these chimps said, you want to hang out, it's either her or us, bro. And now that he hangs out with her, even when there's not visiting hours, the other chimps, they don't pay much attention to him. It's a sad affair, Ricky.
Well,
yeah, Ricky. So I mean, that just goes to show you, you can find the one, but you got to make sure you have still have time for your boys. I mean, that's even in the animal kingdom. That seems to be the way it is.
It usually helps if whoever you're dating has the same chromosomes as you. I think
that probably makes a difference too. Yes,
helps. All right, Dan. What's coming up in the third segment?
Well, Ricky, we're going to, of course, do the paranormal news. We're going to talk about the Mothman, which is a big hit close to where we're from. We're going to be actually, for once, talking about some real news with a man bites dog. No, seriously, that actually happened finally. And to quote the Beasties, your mom threw away your best porno mag.
No Good News Network, the news no one cares about.
No Good News Network.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious flavored popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's good-ass popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop's Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your caramel, your
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
white cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
Cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got.
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Popcorn with Pop Rocks in it?
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some. Yeah, we got t-shirts. We got others too. And we got coffee mug. And fanny bags for you. And they're all from No Good News. NoGoodNews.store. Gotta go to NoGoodNews.store. NoGoodNews.store. Apparel's collectibles and more. NoGoodNews.store. Gotta go to NoGoodNews.store. NoGoodNews.store. You think singing like Hootie is gonna help sell some shit, or?
At least it wasn't that wagon wheel song.
Right, yeah. Welcome back. It's the No Good News Network, the news no one cares about. I'm Rich. I'm here with Dan Colley, and it's the third segment of the big 27th episode of the show.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
We're close.
Are we there yet?
I said we're close.
Are we there yet? Hey, I just wanted to let everyone out there know a little spoiler. I looked at the stories for this segment. There is some fucked up shit going on in the world today.
Yeah, there is.
Ricky, start off with said fuckery, please.
Well, a judge has ordered a Western Michigan couple to pay $30,441 to their son for getting rid of his pornography collection.
Ricky, that's a lot of porn.
I guess so. U.S. District Judge Paul Maloney's decision this week came 8 months after David Working, 43, won a lawsuit against his parents.
With that much porn, he was working his dong.
Yeah. He said they had no right to throw out his collection of films
I'm sorry, you said films?
Yeah,
like the classics?
Sort of a grandiose way of talking about.
Did he
some
record them
porn
all off
VHSs?
I'm about to say, did he record them all off of Turner Classic Movies?
I don't think they show these kinds of. It's not like you flip on the TV and to TCM and you're seeing Dong with the Wind or Asa Blanca or something.
Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a shit. Now take your pants off. Yeah, exactly. Do you think he was watching stuff like Wet Side Story and Diddler on the Roof?
Oh,
that's one of those musicals.
Musical porn.
Yeah.
Little known porn genre.
Right,
Musical
right.
porn. Jewish musical porn.
Exactly. Well, maybe he was into the epics like Spermicus. I am Spermicus.
Citizen Train.
There you go.
Might have been one.
There you go.
The great Orson Welles.
Right,
directed.
exactly. Or Oral Wells. It could have been that could have been what the name was.
Might have been.
Brings a whole new meaning to the word rosebud, doesn't it, Ricky?
Kind of does.
It's a sled.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. I think would be another one. It's just the same title. You just have to say it a little different.
A lot of good oral work in that one, Ricky.
What?
There's some syrup and sausage links. Breakfast meats.
This.
You know what I'm saying. So he sued his parents for throwing away his porn.
Yeah, they had.
Dude, how was he? Well, that makes sense. I guess now he has time to sue him, seeing how he doesn't have his porn done.
Well, they threw his porn away after he moved to Muncie, Indiana.
I want to know how they came up with that monetary value.
They hired I know how the court hired an expert. That's what the story says. And
you mean a sexpert?
What that means is somebody who's an expert on the value of pornography. And I don't know how a person gets to that level and then has the audacity to like put what to do like. Submit like a resume to the court.
Do you think they got one of the people off Antiques Roadshow or something like that? That is a classic 1983 Debbie Does Dallas porn.
Yeah, it's a guy balding on top with a long white ponytail and a half unbuttoned silk shirt. This is the expert, I guarantee.
Of course.
Yeah, he's got like a degree from Tulane in porno studies or something. I don't know. How do you get?
I don't know how you become an expert in porn. Pricing.
Well, I kind of, I know how you become an expert in porn. I don't know how you become an expert in pricing.
Yes, that's what I meant. Yes. Yeah. All right, let's go to some other ridiculous fucking stories, and I mean that literally. Fox News reports that Salman Mirza and his fiance had taken drugs before deciding to have sex. I do that, but it's usually like Tylenol because I'll throw my hip out if I'm not careful. I'm not in good shape.
You old bastard.
When the couple didn't have protection, the 25-year-old Mirza decided to use adhesive instead of a condom.
That was a big mistake, as evidenced by the fact that he's now dead.
Well, I don't know how big it was. I mean, it was a good size, I guess.
It was a mistake.
That part was true.
Of some kind.
Yes. Police say that this dumb shit was found unconscious inside a Ahmadabad.
I knew you were going to have a problem with that.
Ahmadabad. Hotel room and taken to the hospital where he later died. The resident is believed to have caused multiple organ failure, according to the report. An investigation is underway. Hey, guys, I'm going to go ahead and solve this for you. He glued his dick hole shut.
Yeah, that was the main issue here, I think.
I think so.
That was the main problem.
Yeah, that happened in Ahmadabad or Mamamabab or whatever it was, India. I can't pronounce it.
Well, Dan,
I have trouble saying Detroit.
Here's one thing.
Yeah?
Gluing your dick shut isn't normal, but it's also not really paranormal. But a Mothman is paranormal. That's what I'm getting at.
Do you think the Mothman would have condoms?
No, but the Mothman might glue his dick shut. He might glue your dick shut.
I don't want that to happen.
If you're not careful.
Is there a moth chick?
I don't know. A large winged creature, and that's a great way to start this out, was witnessed by staff at the Wisconsin State Fair following a performance by the Christian rock band Skillet on August 7th, 2021. according to a report posted on UFO Clearinghouse blog.
I already know this is horse shit because no one was there to see Skillet.
I know. To me, that's the most astounding thing about this. Not that there was a Mothman, but that Skillet still gets shows.
That's paranormal in itself that anyone is still booking them.
The two witnesses that they mentioned, but not by name, were cleaning up trash by the main stage area after the concert when one of them spotted the creature and shouted, "What the fuck is that?" Which, I've been around stagehands. That is definitely how that would have been approached.
That's probably what they said when Skillet came on stage.
Yeah, right. I looked up, and they're about 30 feet in front of us. Toward the parking lot was what looked like a very tall being, but it wasn't like any person I've ever seen before, the witness who reported the incident said. It was about 7 feet tall and thin, but still looked very solid.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what they meant by that exactly. It was coal black and had two glowing yellow eyes, and it had wings.
Oh, shit.
Literal fucking wings. This sounds like a stagehand so much. Literal fucking wings, man. That must have been stretched out 12 feet from tip to tip coming out
I'll
of
get paid for that fucking shit, all right?
Fuck this. I'm out of here.
That wasn't the fucking deal. I'll move these boxes to a fucking wing guy.
Exactly.
Let me get up there and get that rigging done, then.
I'm not doing fucking mythical creatures tonight. I'm on light crew tonight. This thing looked like a literal demon from the depths of hell, and it appeared to be staring directly at the stage.
Reminds me of when we did fucking Meatloaf, man.
There was still people breaking down equipment. The entity took a few unsteady steps toward the stage, then turned its head to look directly at two onlookers.
Oh, shit.
Quote, "The air felt like it was drained straight out of my lungs, and I felt an overwhelming sense of terror. Not fear, but terror."
It's because he realized that half the crew wasn't there for the
For the loadout.
the strike down. Yeah, exactly.
Like my life was going to end right then and there, and this thing was going to snatch my soul and drag it down to hell.
Ain't that how you
The
felt
witness
doing tech work for, like, Lazarus? Doing a fashion show for them?
Yes. It then flapped its wings rapidly a couple of times, almost like it was stretching them out, and took off in the air, and it was gone. So, yeah, I get, the Mothman was first reported around Point Pleasant, West Virginia, between 1966 and 1967. The encounters, along with UFO sightings and other strange phenomena, seemingly culminated in the collapse of the Silver Bridge in 1967 that plunged cars into the dark, icy waters of the Ohio River and killed 46 people. Yeah, so, that the Mothman, a creature like what they were talking about at the Wisconsin State Fair, has been called the Mothman that was sighted in West Virginia around that time. And then that bridge collapse happened.
And the Mothman's obviously a fan of Skillet.
Or not a fan. It just was maybe a fan of cheese on a stick and just happened to wander by the stage. We don't know.
Hey, where's the funnel cakes at?
I just came to get one of those giant tenderloin sandwiches, and now I'm leaving.
I'm looking for one of those mirrors that you win with the Van Halen.
Backstreet Boys on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even if you are the Mothman, I don't know if you could fly after eating one of those giant tenderloin sandwiches.
You might give it a try. He probably could after that, but definitely not after that donut with the hamburger in the middle of it.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, let's talk about something that could have been a legit tragedy.
Okay.
Here again in Columbus, a truck carrying Jack Daniels bottles crashed in East Columbus early Tuesday morning, temporarily backing up traffic on portions of Interstate 70.
No, this is the most concerning story that we've ever covered, I think.
Well, you think, but the crash happened just after 2 a.m. All right, so no one was on the road.
Sounds about the right time for a whiskey-related traffic incident.
But the bottles were empty.
Oh, thank God.
At the time of the crash.
Oh, thank God.
The east side ramp from I-70 west to 270 south briefly closed, but since reopened, ODOT, the Ohio Department of Transportation, has asked drivers to avoid the area while crews continue to clear the scene.
Yeah, well, not anymore, because it was way last.
Yes, and fortunately they got done quick enough so it did not impede my ass going to work, because I have to drive past that area in the morning, and I would have been really pissed.
Yeah, especially if they had wasted perfectly good Jack Daniels.
Yes.
But
So
luckily we
none of you have to worry about me and my commute. I made it just fine. Although
I'm sure people were very concerned
the night before I
that
had
a
went
week
to
ago you might have been slightly late for work.
Well, the night before I went to a concert, so I was slightly late to work still.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Get there when I got there.
All right, Dan, you've heard it referenced in journalism that a real story is not dog bites man, but man bites dog.
I heard that on Spaceballs.
Yeah, right. Well, it actually happened.
All right.
It finally happened.
Okay.
A 32-year-old man is facing charges after allegedly biting a Vancouver police dog on Thursday morning.
It's fucked up, dude. Dude, if you're going to bite the cop, that's one thing. But that's a dog, dude.
Yeah, the dog doesn't know any better. It's
doing its job.
It's trained to bite you.
Right.
It's
Well, technically, he did bite a cop.
trying to
because
be
the
a-
dogs are.
trying to be a good boy.
Yeah, right. The bestest boy.
According to Vancouver police, officers responded to a downtown east side social housing complex that houses women and children shortly before 5 a.m. on August 26th. Police said a man had allegedly threatened several people and kicked at a resident's door. He fled when police arrived, but officers located him near Kiefer and Abbott Streets.
Sure.
You know, there in Vancouver, Kiefer and Abbott.
Beautiful neighborhood.
Exactly. The suspect allegedly resisted arrest and bit police service dog Mando.
Whoa, that a Mandalorian?
Well, the dog's name was Man. I don't know if he was a Mandalorian dog or not.
Did he have a helmet on? Never took his face off?
It doesn't say.
This is the way.
Which was assisting in the arrest, they said.
So he had a bounty puck.
Perhaps. With help from the injured dog, officers were able to gain control of the man and place him in handcuffs. The suspect was bitten by the police dog during the arrest, so the dog returned the favor.
Oh, well,
of
good.
The biting.
Yeah, that's fair.
And was treated at the hospital. Police service dog Mando has minor injuries. Well, he's going to be all right. That's good. And
Best Scar Steel, man.
police said they are recommending multiple charges against the suspect.
Well, good. Fuck that guy.
Thank you for joining us on the 27th episode of the Noka News Network. And thank Dan for holding off his white girl tears until after the show's over.
Can't believe he stood me up. We were supposed to be going to Starbucks to get a PSL.
Visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/Noka News Network or Twitter at NewsNoka.
I had my new Crocs and everything.
NokaNews.store is the place where you can find Noka News gear, like t-shirts and hoodies, fanny packs, all of that.
I went ahead and did my makeup and shaved my legs.
If you'd like to send us an email, you can do that at newsroom@nokanews.com. Or if you'd like to leave us a voicemail, you can do that at 614-398-0770.
That bastard better not try to slip up in my DMs. I'll tell you that right now, Ricky. I am not playing that shit.
Well, I got to get somebody a glass of water and put to bed, and
Hey, Ricky,
a Nivea wipe for his or her mascara.
does these shorts make my ass look big?
No, Dan. Your ass makes your ass look big.
Oh.
Noka News Network.